Good morning and welcome to lesson 6.6 of ThinkCentral. So today we're going to be adding and subtracting fractions in two different ways. We're going to be finding common denominators in two different ways. So on our lesson here, I'm going to make sure the screen, you can see. All right, question. Malia bought shell beads and glass beads to weave into designs in her baskets. She bought 1/4 pound or 1/4 pound of shell beads, and these need to not be naked numbers. LB. Okay, 1/4 pounds of shell beads and 3/8 pounds of glass beads. How many pounds of beads did she buy? So let's think about how much is she really carrying? Well, I need to be able to have the same fraction to talk about, same size pieces, the same type of weight. So we want to make sure to always write our answer in simplest form. The key piece of information we're looking at is 3/8, 1/4, and then how many pounds did she buy, everything all together. So we're going to find a common denominator by multiplying the denominators. Okay, our two denominators are 4 and 8. So we're going to multiply 4 times 8, and that equals 32. So over here, our common denominator, we're going to use 32. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just two different ways to write this addition problem. Oops. 32. Okay. And whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So 4 times 8, so that means this one is going to be multiplied by 8. Okay, 1 times 8 is 8. Over here, 8 times 4 was 32. So 3 times 4 equals 12. See how whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So I have 8 30-seconds plus 12 30-seconds. 8 plus 12. You can count on your fingers. If you know that 2 plus 8 is 10 like I do, so I'm looking for similar numbers, that's 10 plus another 10, and that's 20. So I'm going to go ahead and write it over here. I don't want to erase my work. 20 30-seconds. Okay. It needs to be in simplest form like it says here. So 20 30-seconds is going to be the correct answer, but it's not in simplest form. What I need to look for is just like I did over here. What could I multiply to give me a common denominator? Here, I'm going to look for what are different factors of 20 and 32 that I can divide by. I know 20 and 32 are both even, so I could divide by 2, but I want to make sure it's simplest form. So I'm going to go ahead and do factor trees for both 20 and 32. 20 is going to be 4, 5, and then 4 is 2 and 2. For 32, my factor tree, I know 8 times 4 can go into that, and then 8 is 4 and 2, and then that's 2 and 2. 4 is 2 and 2. When you're trying to find the simplest form, you're looking for the largest number that you can divide by. So 2 is not the largest number. It's the smallest number we could divide both our numerator and denominator by. So let's look at the next number. The next number they have in common is 4. And any numbers larger than that, we would have 8 and 5, but they aren't in common. So we're going to be dividing by 4 to find the simplest form. So make sure whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 32 divided by 4 is 8. So the simplest form of 20 30-seconds is 5/8. But we're going to go ahead and check it in a different way, because you know what? 4 and 8, they have another common denominator that we know right off the bat. 8. Because 8 can go into itself, the multiples of 8 are 8, 16, etc. And 4, the multiples of 4 are 4, 8. There's our common denominator. So if we wanted to actually go ahead and put 1/4 into 8s, 1/4 you would have to multiply by 2, both top and bottom, to give you 2/8. 2/8 plus 3/8 equals 5/8. Did we get the same answer? Yes. But now we need to explain it over here, what our answer means. Malia, she was looking for beads. How many pounds of beads did she buy? So Malia bought 5/8 pounds of beads. And then you can go ahead and box in your answer. And we're going to scroll down here and make sure we are correct. Yep. 8:30 seconds. Yep. 5/8. 5/8 pounds of beads. So ladies and gentlemen, this page is also found in lesson 6.6 in your ThinkCentral math book, or Go Math book. You have a lesson on ThinkCentral that matches this lesson. You can choose to complete it in either way. Have a wonderful afternoon.